Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to a Shattered Wrestling Days. You guys just won't let me have a break. I can't get a rest. I said that as soon as you got 800 likes on that last weirdest video, we would start work on the next one. I thought that was going to buy me at least a day. 12 hours it took you, roughly around 12 hours, and you did it. And so here we are again. I just cannot get any time. This is our fourth weirdest superstar video in 4 days. And this one is huge as well. I've spent a long time researching this one. It's been a lot of fun, but I just want a break. I just want a break. So we're going to set that bar even higher because I did notice that it did start to slow down. So I'm going to set it at 1,000 likes. 1,000 likes. That would make it one of the most liked videos on the whole channel. It's a big ask, but I'm hoping we get there. I do love making these videos. I just need a break. I just want a break. So hopefully that buys me like a day or something. So I can tell you the person with the top comment in the Roman Reigns video was Jennifer Carter. Well done, Jennifer Carter. Over 150 likes on that comment. Jennifer Carter asking for the Undertaker. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We've got no time to wait around. I've got so much to show you. Let's get straight into it, shall we? Let's start with this Jax figure. Ruthless Aggression. Best of 2008. And what's weird about this is it looks pretty cool. But if you take the jacket off, the arms are still painted to look like he's wearing the jacket. So it doesn't work. Like, he's always got to wear the jacket. And not only that, they actually printed onto the figure, on his trousers, best of 2008. Why did they do that? Why did they feel a need to do that? He's obviously never had that on his ring attire. So, yeah, just a little bit bizarre all round. Now, we are going to look at Jax figures, but I want to start with Mattel first. Let's start with this Monsters figure. It's like a demon vampire figure. Big purple tongue, loads of tattoo detail, large hands, comes with wings as well. It's actually a really cool figure. They only did one series of those monsters, so it's not something I think you're going to see again. It does make it one of the more weird Undertaker figures from Mattel, but it's cool. And actually, with quite a lot we're going to look at, these are weird, but I still think a lot of them are cool. Next up, we got the zombie Mattel figure. Not a great deal of damage to the body or the legs. It's all on the hands and the forearms. You can see he's got like flames that come out of his hands. I think that's because he is so well known for his striking ability. I think they're kind of making out that he punches so hard that like flames come out of his hands. What I don't understand, though, is didn't Mama Undertaker tell him to not stick his tongue out? He does it all the time. Like, honestly, he must have been a nightmare as a child. Next up, we've got this Rumblers set, and wow, this is cool. This is amazing. You actually get a really cool little Undertaker figure and a grave. A grave? You get a casket that can flip the figure into the air. It can then go crashing through the top of that grave. It's a weird set, but a really fun set as well. So I need to have a look at the whole Rumblers line again because that looks a lot of fun. Sadly, the Create a Superstar line, which I've really been getting into, isn't very good for The Undertaker. This is a zombie set. Now, this did come first before that zombie figure that we saw earlier, but still, they didn't do this one very well because the head is a different colour to the body. I think that's so you could change the heads over and use other people's heads, but it just doesn't look right. It doesn't look right at all. You do get like skeleton, kind of legs, feet, arms. There's a breakable tombstone, but I honestly think this is one to avoid. Next up, we've got a Flex Force Undertaker. We've looked at this before in a previous video. Perfectly fine figure. just a really weird accessory. It comes with a speaker stack, which I've never seen that come with anything else. It's a breakable speaker stack. But why would The Undertaker come with a speaker? It doesn't make any sense unless he was listening to Limp Bizkit. We all know how much he loves rolling, so maybe he was just having that on repeat. That brings us quite nicely to the Jax figures, and this is where things get real weird. We've got the Undertaker Superstars Series 2. Now, let's get this one out the way first, because it's not that weird by today's standards. But you've got to remember, this came out in the mid-90s. This was the only figure that was glow in the dark. Like, all the other figures in this line were just normal figures. But then this one came out with glow in the dark features, which is kind of cool and a little bit weird, because it's not as if any of the other figures did that. But I suppose it makes sense because, of course, it is the Dead Man. But nothing makes sense about the Stomp figures. These special tactical operations military police. Again, this is Jax. Series 1 saw a figure that looked nothing like The Undertaker, with accessories that The Undertaker would never have, like a red tactical vest. Why would The Undertaker ever have that? It was kind of based on, like, military police, like a special fighting unit. I think I could forgive it if the figure looked more like The Undertaker, but it doesn't look anything like The Undertaker, so I don't understand. Series 3 gets even weirder, because the same person pretending to be The Undertaker now goes into space. They've gone into space in some kind of crazy Iron Man type suit, which looks really cool, but must be a nightmare if you wanted to try and convince your friends that this was an Undertaker figure. Like, seriously, no one's going to believe you. We're moving into the horrible figure territory. Let me show you Bendham's, which are perfectly fine. The likeness is okay, and I really like this 2-pack. I actually didn't know this existed until I was doing research for this video. Undertaker and Mankind 2-pack looks really cool. Well, based on this, they made Flexums, which look absolutely horrific. It looks like he's got spaghetti arms, which I should imagine actually would be an advantage if you wanted to tombstone, say, Yokozuna. I think you might be able to get your arms around him like this. But as a figure, it just looks shocking. This might be my least favourite Undertaker figure that we're going to look at. I don't know if I've got anything that looks as bad as this. Next up, we've got a face-flipping Undertaker. It's got a huge upper body because the head rotates. You get one of two expressions that you can show. You can have a pre-match Undertaker, very calm, very focused, or, you've guessed it, once again, the tongue-out dead man expression. Here's the figures that I think a lot of people were waiting for. Maximum Sweat. That's right, the figures that actually sweat. How weird is that? We've mentioned these in previous videos. You even get a little pot. Thankfully, it doesn't have sweat in the pot. You fill the pot with water, you put the water into the figure, and then it sweats. I mean, there's really not much else to it. What I will say about this figure is, yes, it's weird. This has got to be the weirdest toy line ever, right? But I think the figure actually looks okay. They also made another one in a later series, and that looks alright as well. So I think the likenesses here are certainly not the worst that we've seen. It is just the weirdest toy line though. Absolutely madness. Next up, we got the Micro Aggression triple packs. Here you can see an example that's got Finley, Tommy Dreamer, and John Morrison. That comes with a broken TV accessory. Well, with the Undertaker, you can actually get a pack that comes with Mr. Kennedy and Jimmy Wang Yang. I mean, it's just fun to say the name Jimmy Wang Yang. But what a lineup! What a lineup! Their accessory as well is a shopping trolley. And I like to imagine that that's not a weapon, but actually they all go shopping together, maybe at Walmart. Perhaps they live together. Perhaps they're roommates and they have to do a weekly shop. Right, let's move on to this. Look at this. Oh my days. What is it? It's terrifying. This is an 18-inch plush toy from 1998 made by Jax. It is horrific. That is scary. Like, you should never give that to a child. I regret even showing it in this video. Next, we'll have a look at some Undertaker soft toys in a second. But I just wanted to show you, again, we've looked at this before, this Undertaker and Ric Flair WrestleMania 18 pack. Not only is it posed, so it looks like they're mid-match, but also Ric Flair's got black hair. Ric Flair, to my knowledge, has never had black hair. Maybe like when he was at high school or something. But yeah, really, really weird. I can't get a definite answer as to why they did this. Another pack where the Undertaker figure is okay, but the other figure is questionable, would be this. Look at that Vince McMahon. First of all, doesn't look anything like Vince McMahon. And second of all, he's wearing that WWF Attitude top. And I don't remember him ever wearing that. He always wears suits. Like, certainly when he's wrestling, he would wear just a black shirt. But I can't remember him wearing this WWF Attitude top. And actually, even the picture on the box has got him in a suit. Right, here are those soft toys I promised. And some pretty cool items there. There's some weird ones as well. But nothing, and get ready for this, nothing is as weird as this. Look at this. This is a Burger King toy. I believe it's from around 2010 that also plays his entrance theme. I think the fact it was available at Burger King might explain why he's so overweight. Right, let's move on to some vehicles. You can get an Undertaker decorated truck. You can also get an Undertaker monster truck, which looks a little bit like he's getting a massage from the skeletons behind him. Plus, there's this, which looks like Undertaker in a wheelchair, which actually, joking aside, might be a really great toy line that Mattel could do, because it could be aimed at like kids with disabilities, or it could be used to kind of raise awareness of disabilities. And I think Barbie has just done something similar. I'm sure I saw at the start of this year that there were Barbies now coming out with wheelchairs and things along those lines. So I actually think that might make for a very interesting toy line. Couple more to look at though. We've got this Nitro Machines hearse. It's like a Pimp My Ride hearse. It's got the Undertaker sticking out the top, which is fine, but nothing compares to this. Look at this. This isn't weird. I just couldn't do this video without including it. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. It's got like an Undertaker figure on top of a really smart bike. That is awesome. That's from Jax. And I honestly might have a look to see if I can find this online somewhere. Right, let's wrap this up with a few quickfire weird items. We've got this stack down Destruction Dungeon playset. You get figures of Undertaker, Kane, and Paul Bearer. Plus, obviously, you build that dungeon. It's like 350 plus pieces. Looks really cool. We've got these thumb wrestlers. That allows you to have a thumb war in a ring and then put wrestlers onto your thumbs. This set, you can see, features Kane and The Undertaker. As well as that, we got vinyl aggression figures that looks like someone has overinflated his head. We've got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figure, which is Donatello, dressed as the Dead Man. It comes with some great accessories, even a championship. It's actually quite a fun-looking set, that. And then we've got Bear Brick, which is perfect for anyone that wanted to know what The Undertaker at Disney World might look like. Well, here you go. That's what it would look like. Apparently, they do quite a few of these. You can get, like, Homer, and you can get RoboCop, and loads of different characters. So that's why it looks as weird as it does. Then we've got this fake Undertaker figure, which isn't called Undertaker. It's called Fighting Hero, because that's what he is. He's a fighting hero. It's horribly out of proportion body. It's got a weird little ladder accessory, and it comes with Vetemite Warrior Power. What the hell is Vetemite Power? Vetemite Warrior Power? Has that got something to do with the Ultimate Warrior? What is I don't even know what that is. And we could go on and on and on. I've tried to give you the very, very best stuff, weirdest stuff that I could find. I think the worst probably would be that Flexums figure. It's just so out of proportion and just horrible. It just looks horrible. But the best is very, very difficult to say. I honestly think one of the best face scans was the recent WrestleMania 35 Elite that just came out from Mattel. I think the face on that is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. And there's a lot of love as well for the San Diego Comic Con exclusive from Mattel. That's obviously Ministry of Darkness that was released as a defining moment. It's too hard to call. I mean, I would want to throw into the mix as well the Defining Moments Survivor Series figure with the bat wings. I'd be leaning maybe towards that, but let me know in the comments below what you think is the best Undertaker figure. I've even got a soft spot for the first Hasbro because I had that figure as a kid and I absolutely loved it, but honestly, looking back now, doesn't really look like him, but still, it's a very cool figure. And that is it, guys. That is it. 1,000 likes on this video, and I will make the next one. I will start work on the next one. I will do that as soon as this gets to 1,000 likes. Person below in the comments with the most liked comment, that is the video I make. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Leave your suggestions. Leave a like if you like the video. And hopefully, I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.